What's going on YouTube? It's Jesse coming back to you with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get paid $50 to $400 per individual email that you write for businesses. And these are digital businesses or they're physical businesses. There's really only two categories you can lump these businesses into. But you can literally get paid shitloads of money to write their daily emails. Why? Because they're tedious. These companies don't want to write them. They want you to come in and write them. It's called direct response marketing. This is the method I've used to make tons of money, is writing daily broadcast emails for clients. This right here, this topic is super exciting to me. Like, I get pumped up whenever I talk about it because it's the easiest way to start making a full-time income online, hands down. Easiest way. You don't got to worry about a following. You don't got to worry about all this branding stuff. All you need to go out there is cold email your ass off till you got enough clients that are paying your full-time income up to $10K per month, whatever. And each client pays differently. There's some clients that pay a little bit, some clients that pay a ton. It's up to you to figure out what clients have the most money. Either way, you're still making a bunch of money with that whatever client you end up getting. You can literally make, again, $50 to $400 per email, and they need them daily. They don't just need them once in a while. They need them daily. You ever wonder, like, you ever go in your inbox, you have tons of promotional emails? That's what I'm talking about. You're going to be writing those emails for profit. Now, if you haven't already, join the Facebook group. We talk all things making money online as far as coaching, course creation, mentorships, affiliate marketing, closing over the phone, copywriting, which is what this is. We talk all about that stuff. You'll get so much free information from that group. Definitely join. But yeah, let's get into it. This is how you're going to make $50 to $400 per email per client. Now, you're going to want to first start with picking a side. Are you going to write emails for e-commerce stores? Or are you going to write emails for digital stores? For example, SaaS, like software companies, agencies, course creators. You can create your own course, and you can also write emails for course creators, SaaS companies, software companies. You can write emails for agencies. Tons of different, there's probably millions of businesses that can use this service, so there's no shortage of the amount of business that you can go get with this specific business model. Now, I'm going to show you right now how you get the email addresses that you're going to email asking for the business. Obviously, you got to get customers, right? How do you get customers? You go cold email. That's my favorite. That's my favorite way of getting clients. I had a business I was running once where I got literally in a course of 30 days. I sent 100 cold emails per day in a 30-day window of time. Basically 30 days. I was able to land about 17 separate businesses that wanted to work with me. 17 in 30 days, sending 100 cold emails per day. The cost of sending emails is basically zero. It's way better than ads, way better than cold calling, way better than anything you could imagine as far as marketing goes. Cold email is by far the best, and there's unlimited emails to email. So let's get into my computer, and I'll show you exactly where to get these email addresses. I also want to mention, so here's some good examples of who you'd write your emails for. You'd come over here, let's just say Pier 1 Imports, Ty Lopez owns this company. There's millions of businesses that can use this service. And these are all e-commerce stores. Everyone's going online. All these stores are going online. So all of them need emails. The first thing you do when you get onto Ty Lopez's site is you get hit with a spin the wheel to join his email address, his email list. There's always a call to action at the bottom of these sites too to join the email list. If I can ever get to the bottom of the website. Anyway, there's all these sites, if they're doing it right, they've got a call to action to join their email list. That's the person you want to reach out to and get a hold of their list, write the emails for their list, because these business owners don't want to do it. It's boring. It's boring to write emails. That's where you come in. You're willing to do that boring work to easily make a full-time income online, and later on you can keep growing that agency or you can do something else. But this is the best way to get like 10K per month writing emails online. Here's an example of a software company you could write emails for. Hypefury. You could reach out to them. Hey, I want to write your daily emails. All these companies send daily emails, if not 2 times a day, 3 times a day. So it's a gold mine to get into this business. And digital marketing, online businesses are not going anywhere. It's actually, they're growing when all the other stuff is shrinking. So this is definitely the market you want to get into. Some other examples, ClickFunnels. You're probably not going to be able to become a copywriter for ClickFunnels when you're starting out. It's too big of a company. Kartra, any software company, big, small, go reach out. If you're not finding it with SaaS, go reach out to digital marketing agencies. Go reach out to course creators. It's literally it's just an issue of you. Are you putting in the work? If you're not going to get the business. You only need 1, 2 clients to make 5K, 10K a month. You don't need that many. So go put the work in, get the clients, write emails for them every day. And I'm going to get into how you write these emails, how you structure the templates. It's called direct response marketing. It's super easy to write these emails. They're like brain dead when you make these emails. So what you're going to want to do to get the email addresses to send to, for example, you need to get clients, right? So we need to send emails to get clients. So this is what you're going to do. If you're targeting, let's say, SaaS companies, software companies, you can go on their website, let's say, and find their contact information, and that's where you get their email address. That's one way, but you're probably not going to hit the right person. You're going to hit like their support team or something. So what you want to do is you want to find people on LinkedIn, try to find out what role the person has based on the company that they're at. LinkedIn's a great tool. You can also get LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which is $100 a month. I personally only recommend that if you're going all in. I mean, if you're not going all in on this, then don't spend $100 per month. LinkedIn Sales Navigator is an absolute machine when it comes to getting emails. You can categorize people by what they work at and also what companies they work at. So you could find on ClickFunnels, you could find the person that's responsible for all the email stuff. Hit them up with a cold email, which I'll teach you how to write these cold emails too. So I'm going to be teaching you how to write the cold emails and how to write the actual emails that you're going to provide as a service in this video. So stay tuned. Now, LinkedIn's a great tool. I've used this shitload of this. And how you use LinkedIn is you can go on the profile of the person you want to cold email, and sometimes they'll have their email public, or you can scrape it with a tool called Lead Leaper. This is a great tool to scrape emails in bulk. I'm not going to get into how to use it. It's pretty straightforward. You can also use a plugin called Contact Out, which is free as well. So Lead Leaper is $30 a month. You can use Contact Out. There's free scraping tools too. You just got to look for them, but there's always a cap on how much they can allow you to scrape. Like if you want to, anything free, they're going to always have like a limit on how much you can scrape. So you might as well pay for the tool if you're really going hardcore into this. So this is going to become your full-time income, so you're going to need to put some money into tools, You don't necessarily have to do LinkedIn. You can start in niches that don't require. So you can target businesses that don't require like you to have any software, like Instagram. Instagram's a great tool to get email addresses. It's one of the best. Like this one lady right here. I could literally just go to her profile. You got to be on mobile, by the way, to get the email address because it doesn't really show contact. But a lot of people on Instagram show their email address. Why wouldn't you just DM this lady? Because, again, I've said this in previous videos. If you DM people on Instagram, the odds of you getting banned are very high because Instagram does not like you cold DMing people. They just don't. So you got to be really, really slow, and you're trying to make money fast. So DMing people is not the best way to make money. You want to actually get their email address, and there's really no limit on how many people you can email on email. You just blast on emails. With DMing stuff on social media, you're opening yourself up to risky behavior. You're probably gonna get banned if you do too many too many DMs. So you want to come on Instagram, find their email address. Now you got their contact information, and you can reach out. So Instagram and LinkedIn are the two best ways to get email addresses. There's tons of other tools out there. There's basically just every day there's probably a tool coming out. IEC Leads is a great tool to link up with your LinkedIn account. Tons of tools to get email addresses, but you only need to get the address. Now you've got, let's just say you wanted to write emails for this lady, which she's already got something going on. So she could need people to write emails for her. I've also talked to influencers that are way smaller. You wouldn't expect them to have any money for writing copy, but they do. So if they're making if the influencer's making at least $200K a year, they can afford you. Because I don't like writing emails every day. You also can come into their business and say, hey, you're not writing daily emails. What's going on? You need to start writing emails. Tell them to fix that problem, and then tell them, hey, I'd love to work with you. We charge this amount per month. And then, the worst they could say is no right now. You just keep moving, keep doing more outreach till you're at the desired income. Now, let's just say you've got this lady's email address, okay? You're going to want to use G Suite as your email tool. You don't need to go get you don't need to send emails in bulk with this method. You really don't. When you send emails in bulk, you drastically cut down on the quality of the email. If you're just starting out, you've got the time. You've got the time to meticulously send a badass email to these people, one that they're never going to forget. And how do you get it? How do you get the email to be that they never forget it? Quality emails. You're calling out their stuff that's personal. Like, hey, I love that dress you had on yesterday. It was absolutely stunning. By the way, and you go into your pitch, which I'll get to in a second here. The more personalized you can make an email, the better. All this hype on the internet, people wanting to send 100,000 emails a day, it's good, but you're sacrificing the quality of the email tremendously. So sometimes it's better just to send one at a time. And two, you really don't need many clients in this business to make a full-time income with copywriting, with email marketing, or email writing. So what you're going to want to do is go to your G Suite account, and you're going to want to write up. So these would be the templates. This is what it would basically look like on your email template. So you basically would be like, hey, what's this lady's name? Sean A. I don't even know what that slow on. Elizabeth. It's Elizabeth. So, hey Elizabeth, I love that post you just put up about stop waiting for weight loss. That really struck a chord with me. I appreciated that day. Whatever you want to say. Just say something that like actually sounds thoughtful. Like, hey, Elizabeth, I really love your Instagram and all that you're doing about weight loss. It's great. I love your body positivity stuff. By the way, and then you go into your pitch. We recently got this person $10,000 per month writing their emails for them. Now, I'll get into if you don't have experience yet. This is the template for people that don't have experience yet. You're going to tell some experience that you had. It's just going to help. Like if you just go on there and pitch without saying like a results you got for someone else, you won't get as many responses. That's why it's better. But it's kind of a catch-22 because then you got to basically, you don't have any clients, you're just starting out. So you got to say it differently to get that first client. Then you can get a case study, and you only need one case study to blow it out of the water. One case study is all you need, and you just blast that case study everywhere on all your social medias for future clients. You don't got to keep telling them, it's the same case study. Let them figure that out. Most won't because they don't care. They're just in it to make money. So this is what I would send if you had experience. We recently got this person X result. We'd love to potentially work with you. Would you be open to a 15-minute chat this week? You don't want to put a link in your email to book a call. No links. Just a call to action. Would you want to chat for 15 minutes this week? Now, if you don't have experience, you have nothing, absolutely nothing, then you're going to want to do this template approach. Hey, congrats on blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, love the Instagram page. Love the choice of colors. I love the way you promote weight loss. It's great. It really strikes home, whatever. And that should be in the first line of your email, too. So when they see it, they see the email come into their inbox, they'll read it's from you. Let's say it was from me. Jesse Thompson. And they'll read the whole first line. They'll say, congrats, Elizabeth, on your awesome Instagram page. I love the colors. It's beautiful. I love what you're doing with weight loss. They're going to see that before they've even opened the email. Then they'll click the email, open it, and they'll read the full thing. You saying all this juicy, personalized stuff in the first line makes them want to open the email in the first place. They'll read it. They get to the bottom, call to action. But if you have no experience, then what you're going to want to do is basically say, hey, we write emails for businesses, because you do, right? And take away their tedious workload, but you don't mention any results. You just act the part. Now, if you get on let's just say they end up doing a call with you, this is the line you'd use if they start questioning, well, what about your other clients that you've worked with? You'd say this: honestly, you would be one of our first clients, but my passion has always been writing, and that's why I got into this business. I love, wording and how to figure out how to write things to make it sell. So you'd be one of our first, but I'm very confident that I'll be able to write your emails and get you insane results. And worst case too, we allow a 7-day free trial. So if you don't like the 7 emails that we're going to write for you, the first 7 emails, no, you don't have to pay us for it. So you're giving them a free trial. But you don't offer the free trial until they've actually had an objection, because you don't want to be working for free. But if they kind of, like, they catch you, like you're brand new, they catch you, hey, you're brand new, like, why would we work with you? You say, give us a chance, we'll give you a free trial of 7 days. It's the easiest way to sell it. Now, and then again, call to action, would you want to have a quick chat for 15 minutes this week? Boom. You finally get a response from someone. Yeah, we'd love to chat, blah, blah, blah. If they ask for pricing, tell them, hey, we don't really, there's so many different pricing plans we have. It's really not worth discussing it on here. It depends on who you are, like how big the emails are, what you're selling. It'd be best if we chatted on a phone call. Don't give them price if they ask for price in the email. Try to get on a call. Now, if you get to a point where you have like 5 clients already and they ask for price and you're not really worried about losing the business, then you can just be like, hey, here's our prices. You don't want to say basically, hey, we charge $50 per email or $100 per email. You want to say more like, hey, we charge $1,000 a month for 10 emails. You want to do it in a bulk, in a package, not one by one by one by one. It just looks more professional too. Buy the bulk, not by one email. You can break it down by email, but don't tell them that. You don't need to tell them what you're charging per email. Let them divide it themselves. But they'll also think too, you're only mentioning it in bulk, so they'll be like, okay, they're giving us a discount because we're doing 10 emails at a time or 20 emails at a time, 30, whatever. But there's so many different ways you can go with this. So anything I say in this video, don't take it to heart like this is 100% the way I got to do it. No, there's so many different angles that you can take. You can give a 7-day free trial. You can do a 3-day free trial. You can do that cold email template. You can do this template. There's no like perfect way to do it, but I'm just telling you what I've learned from experience and to give you a really good foundation to go out and attack this thing, because it literally comes down to numbers. You just go blast out emails all day, you're going to get clients. I don't care if you have the shittiest templates, you will get clients. There's millions of businesses that need this service, so it's really an issue of you having not done enough outreach yet. When you're starting out in business, you need to have basically a megaphone and be like, hey, announcing to the world that you're in business. Most people struggle in business because no one knows you're in business. They don't see your stuff. You're not known. You're not promoting enough. Anyway, so the template that you're going to want to run is, there's 3 components to it. So when you actually get a client, they want you to write, let's just say it was Pier 1, Ty Lopez's store, and he wants you to write daily emails for selling couches on his store, or discount codes, or you're sending discount cold emails out. One of the best ways to get up to speed very quickly is to subscribe to the email lists of the competitors of your client and your client too. Subscribe to the lists. Then you'll be able to see what other people are already doing, and you just copy what they're writing. It's that simple. So you would get on those email, let's just say Pier 1. Go to Pier 1 selling couches. Who else sells couches? Wayfair. Go to Wayfair, get on their email list, look at the emails they're sending, and write those same goddamn emails. It's that simple. Get on Pier 1's email list, even then, get on their list too, and start writing emails similar to what they've already been writing. But get on email lists that are competitors. That way you have all these different examples, and you pick the best one you think would work the best. But the general rule applies. Every email that you write is going to have a hook, a story, and an offer. Okay, so the hook basically is to make the person want to read the email. So what would be a good hook? You talk about money. 40% off all of our inventory for July 4th discount. People are going to click on that like a motherfucker. If you make a title of an email like how to clean your couch, it's probably not going to perform as good as 40% off on July 4th discount. See what I mean? You want to get the open rate as high as you can so they actually start to read the email. Once they get in there in the actual email, you basically give them a story. Now the story is not a story always, depending on the market you're doing. If you're selling SaaS, if you're selling couches, you're not going to have some crazy story. You're going to basically pitch what you're basically going to start talking about content, value to them. Maybe it's teaching them, maybe the content's talking about the July 4th discount. Like, hey, we don't do this often, or last time we ran a discount was this time. It's just the content, mainly the story. But certain niches you can do a story. Like if you're selling like a course from a course creator over email, you could say, I remember when I was broke living in this place and I had no money, and I just found this method that was awesome that changed my life. That's the story I'm talking about. So the hook gets them to read the email. The story is the content. And your email should follow an 80-20 rule. So 80% of the email should be value. So that would be the hook and the story. And then the offer is 20% value. Sorry, it's the 20% of the pitch. So the hook and story is basically, hey, here's a story, blah, 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 something to read, plus the hook, get them in the email. And there's so many different ways you can write these emails, by the way. The offer is what you're selling. That's why you're emailing, right? You're emailing your list is to make money. So your offer would be, if you also want to learn how to do this, book a call, or here, click this button below, and we'll basically teach you how to do it. Or it could be a call to action of respond to this email if this resonates with you. People respond and boost your engagement rate with Google in your email domain. There's so many different things you can do, but you want to have an offer in your emails. If you're not putting offers in your emails, then why the hell are you even emailing people? Now, you could just have you could do it differently. We have people that do this differently. So you have a hook and a story for 8 emails, or usually 3. Hook, story, hook, story, hook, story. And then the 4th email is completely devoted to an offer. The whole entire email is one big gigantic offer, call to action. Click the damn link, click the damn link, click the damn link. So you gave them 3 emails of value, and then you gave them a goddamn offer email. That's one other way to do these emails. So you want to talk to your client, how they want to run it. The client always knows best what's best for their list too. This is probably the better way to go. Hook, story, offer, 80% value, 20% CDA. Good trick to do on your email templates is basically to be like, hey, when you're going from the value, when you're going from the story to the offer, it's kind of weird because it's like, how do you transition from a story to an offer? You got to get creative. You got to be like, hey, like I said with the course offer, I was working these long hours, but then I found something that changed my life, and I want to reveal that secret to you. Here's the link to see that secret. That's the kind of how you transition, or you can use the word and or but. Basically, like you could be talking about this whole story, and then you'd be like, but if you want to learn how to do this, or there's different transition words that you can use, just make sure it flows. Everything should flow. The hook should flow to the story should flow to the offer. You don't want it to be abrupt. Now, if you're going to have too much of an abrupt transition here, then you can do a PS at the end of the email. A lot of these course creators do this, PS, and that's where you pitch them. So, for example, you have the hook story, no offer, because the offer goes in the PS section. So it'd be hook story, and at the very end, you just say your name. Like if it was me, Jesse, thanks, or cheers, Jesse, and then at the very end, it'd be like, PS, if you haven't gotten into my high-ticket program yet, book a call, or whatever. Whatever offer you want to have in the PS. That's if you can't do a nice, smooth transition from the story to the offer. All right, guys, hope you found massive value in that video. Definitely check out the description for my links. My links have literally all the different methods that I've used to personally make $1 million on the internet. So I definitely recommend you check those links out. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. I'm going to be dropping massive value every goddamn day, pretty much. So catch my videos by subscribing, hitting the bell notification. Peace.